One of the most common used hitting phrases around the cage is get inside the baseball. And get inside the baseball to me is the equivalent of a pitching coach telling you to throw strikes. It's obvious. I also compare this to a math teacher giving you the answer to a very complex equation without giving you the process on how to get there and then telling you to do the rest of the assignment yourself. Getting inside the baseball is always achieved if the hitter is in sequence. So teaching the sequence of the swing from the ground up and the loading, unloading process of the body will always keep the hitter inside. So what hitting coaches tend to do is focus on the contact portion of the swing, telling hitters to get inside the baseball with their hands without getting them through the process of the sequence. What this leads to is hitters that typically push their hands and are upper body dominant. This leads to hitters early committing to the ball and committing to the ball before they get all the necessary information about what the pitch was. Hitting coaches that are striving for their hitters to get inside the ball with their first cue tend to swing from the top down and reverse the sequence. These hitters will often push their hands to the baseball, which when we do video analysis will be shown by the hand immediately getting inside the rear elbow versus the sequence of the lower body and the resistance of the upper body starting to slot the elbow through a position that we call lateral tilt, which means the leg is winning the battle against the resisting upper body and slotting the rear elbow. When this happens, initially the elbow will lead the hands, and then as the bat is spent or launched, the hands will catch up and get to the position of connection where the hand, the rear elbow, and the hip line are all almost met up. Sometimes the hand is a little ahead of the rear elbow at this point. But teaching a hitter to push his hands and telling him to get inside often means we're going to swing from the top down, and you're going to lose the kinetic energy transfer from the biggest muscles of the body, the legs, into the core, feeding the upper body, arms, and then the whip of the bat. So we're going to swing with a lot more force and muscle, a lot more effort in the upper body with a lot less bat speed. So that's a big drawback when we tell hitters to get inside and they end up pushing. Finally, there is very little barrel whip or delivery for hitters that push this way. They often stay inside the ball very well, but the barrel stays in the lag position for a bit longer. These guys are typically right center field type hitters with very little force behind the ball. You'll often see the ball flaring off. So for us, we want to teach hitters to get inside the ball the correct way, and you do that by being in sequence. Teach the process. Teach how to be in sequence, and as for me as a hitting instructor, I never have to tell a hitter to get inside the ball, because they always will be if you're in sequence.